Ignore that if you're seeing that. That one is just something I put there. They are my, just ignore it. I don't need to give you detail about it. So I just said I should breeze in, if there's a word like that. And I just want to check something. Oh, there was something I was supposed to do before now, but never mind. That's fine. Usually when I do a live video, sometimes I like to connect it with, not really connecting the live video. I like to ensure that my laptop, I'm able to use it for internet connection. But for some reasons, I have not connected the hotspot to the computer. So today's video really is just this YouTube channel is Alice McBlain Lifestyle. So today's video, I'm just relaxing in my cozy space, and yeah, I just thought it wise. Today is Friday, isn't it? So I said I should do a live video. So, well, this YouTube channel is about Alice McLean lifestyle, isn't it? So, yeah. I got this cover and I'm loving it. It's just so good. These are my socks in case I get cold in the evenings. So, these are my socks. Well, I'll just be here for a while till some people tune in, and yeah, it's nice when people tune in because we have a discussion. Sometimes when I'm doing live video, I like to have my, what do they call it? I like to have a drink, just something to make it worth my while, and yeah. Well, hopefully today would be a good day. I had a lovely time today and yesterday. So I'll tell you, let me explain. Sometimes we go out, and maybe you go out and late evening. So when you want to talk about your experience, you tend to say, they tend to be a bit contradictory, because you're trying to say I went out yesterday, but when you're when you actually were out, and like when you go to like a party or social gathering and they are open till morning. So when you want to say I had a very good time yesterday, then again you correct yourself and say something like no today. That's because you went out yesterday, and today and early hours of today you were still out. So you can sometimes, anyway, let me attend to this comment. Hello. Hi, somebody is saying hi. Thank you so much. I I can't really see the person that has liked this video, but if you are that person, thank you so much. So when I'm when I'm conducting a live video and the video is liked, I'm not able to see who liked it. It's not like the Facebook social media platform where I get to see who's liking the video, who's loving it. But in terms of the YouTube channel, I don't get to see. I should have brought water to stay hydrated. So I don't get to see who likes my video and who doesn't. But thank you so much. I see the notification, but I can't really see the names. Excuse me. But the good thing about comments is when I see the comments, I'm able to see the names. But then again, I don't mention names on live video. Anyway, it's all good. I'm just relaxing, and yeah. This channel is all about Alice McBlain lifestyle. However, as you know, I do a lot of research about relationship and marriages, and yeah. Relationship is something that occurs in our daily lives sometimes. Is it daily lives, or yeah, relationship happens, marriages happen. So I'm passionate about doing researches on relationship and marriages because all the researches have really broadened my knowledge about relationship and marriages. So there are certain things that I'll be discussing today. Okay. Today is not just going to be like other days when I'm just like talking about relationship. Then I'm just, just telling you about about people's lived experience and all that. Okay, I'm going to keep it a bit, how do they call it in some places? A bit more interesting. I know all the videos I've done are very interesting, but I'll keep today very interesting. Okay. So if you've not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, the name of my YouTube channel is Alice McBlain Lifestyle. Okay. And on my YouTube channel, I have a lot of that's just like a waist bag, by the way. Just ignore that one. It shouldn't have shown on camera, should it? I just take it to the shop when I'm going to the shop instead of having to put things in my jacket pockets or coat pocket, whatever. I just go with this one, put it on my waist, and that's it. So today in this video, I'll be discussing about relationship, but I'll be saying thank you so much. Hi, hello. Thank you for the lovely comments. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So today I'll be explaining some certain things that I've observed through research, okay? And this could also be a lived experience, but I will share anonymously. Then I would now keep it a bit funny and interesting, okay? Because today I'll be discussing about the tips and tricks that you can put in your relationship to spice it up, okay? When things are not going the way you expect it to be or the way you expect it to go, if your relationship is healthy, then you may just decide to apply very good tips and tricks. Okay, but good ones, not bad ones, good ones, okay? So, when you're getting into a relationship, you have to think to yourself and ask yourself, are you prepared for that relationship? That is the very first question. The reason I say this is because if you're not prepared to have a relationship and you just go right in and start a relationship, then there might be some flaws and some notable errors that you may regret while you ever engaged in such relationship that now have indications of flaws and errors. Okay, so as I proceed with my discussion, I'll be explaining certain things as well. So I said, before you get into a relationship, make sure you're prepared. Now, the reason I said you should make sure you're prepared, what does it take to prepare? First of all, okay. For instance, if I wake up in the morning and I'm going out, then I know my routine, okay? I know what to expect of me. I know what I should do before I go out there, okay? So that is why when you're getting into a relationship, you must be prepared for the relationship. That's just it. You have to be prepared. So some people, when they wake up in the morning, before they go out, they know that they're going to have their shower, they know they're going to brush their teeth. It's just the routine, but that keeps them proper. It keeps them, you know, nice, responsible. And the purpose of them doing that preparation is that when they go out, they want to make sure that they are presentable. Because what you don't want to do is attend the shop without maybe having a good proper shower or having your morning routine, okay, done correctly. Because you want to go to a shop, there might be a queue and you want to scent nice, okay? You want to scent clean and fresh. Okay, so the same as relationship. Before you get into a relationship, you want to make sure that you're prepared. You want to make sure that emotionally stable to handle a relationship. Because when you get into a relationship with somebody, two people most likely in a relationship. People have their different temperaments. People have things going on within them. But if you're prepared in a relationship, then you'll be able to handle and address your partner's sometimes issues in a good way and in an understandable manner. But if you're not prepared, then when your partner maybe is not feeling okay, you don't know what to say. Okay? Hi, thank you so much for your comments. Hello, hi, thank you. Have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Somebody said I should make them a handbag. I don't make handbags, by the way. I bought them. But some of my handbags, actually, I bought from the second-hand shop because I noticed some second-hand shops sell very quality good bags. So I bought from second-hand shops. So yeah. I'm not saying I bought all of them from the second-hand shop, by the way. But I bought some of them. Like this one. Look at how beautiful it looks. Okay, it's giving the pink look. It's dazzling. I'm sure that's the one that attracted you. Yeah, you have the right to choose, but I don't know. Thank you so much. I'm doing fine. Thank you. I don't know when you said you need a kind of bag there. I've never heard of that one. But it's a matter of choice, isn't it? As long as it's a good bag, okay? Go for a good bag. As long as it's a good bag. But I don't I buy bags that I can afford. So sometimes I go to the secondhand shops, I see good quality bags at affordable price, and so I buy them. So and when I even take them out, some people don't even know that I got it from the secondhand shop. They keep saying, "Oh, your bag looks lovely. Oh, your shoes." Yeah, some of my shoes, some of my bags, I get from the secondhand shop. So that is just it. Okay, so back to the discussion. Meanwhile, if you're watching this live video, please. Okay, yeah, somebody said, yeah, somebody said they type of bag they need. Another person said they like plastic bag. Well, that's your own opinion. I don't know what you're referring to, but that's your own opinion, okay? I like to think we're adults, so we have the right to decide. I don't know what you're referring to. All right, back to the discussion. So when you're getting in a relationship with somebody, be prepared. Make sure that you're prepared to have a relationship, because sometimes when your partner is feeling a bit maybe they are stressed about something, then you would know the right approach to implement. Okay, but if you've not prepared for the relationship, when your partner is experiencing emotional issues, you might feel maybe they are ignoring you, or you might not understand fully why they are acting. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I just saw that comment. Thank you. So you might not, you might think that your partner is ignoring you, but they are not ignoring you. Okay? They are just going through some emotional issues, and yeah, they need you to be there for them. They need you to encourage them. They need you to talk with them in a good way. So it's not, sometimes your partner might be feeling emotionally down, and they start maybe keeping to themselves. They are not talking much. It's not really like they don't care for you. Sometimes it's just that they need you to they need you to I'm reading the comments, but there are some comments I don't really get what you're saying. So I wouldn't mention that. You said something about your partner, so I don't know what you mean, but okay. But that's your choice. I like to think you're an adult, so that's your choice. So when your partner sometimes is just on their own, okay, it's not all the time that maybe they are ignoring you. Maybe they are going through a lot, like, so you need to be there for them. You need to communicate with them in a good way. You don't need to, when I say communicate, I don't mean go and ask them, why are you not talking to me, and shouting and all that. That's not what I mean. You need to be calm, okay, polite, and just say maybe something like, um "Oh, sweetheart or darling, what's wrong? Can you share what you're going through with me? If you don't want to share it now with me, maybe you can share it later with me." So that's a very good approach. But if you were not prepared for the relationship, if your partner is emotionally down, then you might not really know the right approach to deliver at that moment in time. So, but the beautiful thing is, if you're a subscriber of the Alice McBlain lifestyle, there are some videos that are available via the live description and via the video. So on YouTube, when I like go through my page, okay, I see that there are some writings that indicative writings that show videos and live. So when you want to watch like this live video I'm doing now, in my own understanding, it's not going to be available till tomorrow. Yes. For some reasons, I don't know why, but I'm not able to view my live videos until the next day for some reasons. I don't know why. Even this, some of these lovely comments, I'm not able to see them when I watch the live video. So after the conclusion of this live video, it's going to be available most likely tomorrow for you to watch. So I'm just telling you so that you know. Now, there's something else about relationship that sometimes people don't pay attention to. And that thing is very beneficial to the progress of yourself, most likely if you're in a relationship with somebody. It helps to boost your mental well being progression, and it makes you in a very relaxed manner. Then you begin to even think more logically, logically, and you start to reason well, and things just start to come together. Those pieces, those puzzles, just begin to fit in gradually. So that is what I will be talking about today. Okay? So when people want to get into a relationship, they tend to have some overly high expectations. I call it overly high. That's my own opinion because I do a lot of research on relationship and marriages. So some people tend to have overly high expectations. They have these thoughts within them what their partner should be. That is who is they want the partner to be at that very, very top level. Okay? So today I'll be trying to analyze this the best way I can. Hi, hello. I can see the comment. Thank you. Hi. Let me use myself as a case scenario. Okay. I'm using myself as a case scenario. Because of my experience through researching about relationship and marriages, I've come to understand that if I want to get into a relationship, there are certain criterias that must be met by my partner. And I know that you watching me right now might think, probably she wants to say, the old fashioned one. I call it old fashioned because that is the wide concept. That's what people think. So some people believe that when they want to analyze who is best to be their partner, then the partner must be working, must be in employment, and all that. I personally, if I want to have a partner, I'll go for a partner that is loving, that respects me, okay, that prioritizes my interests. When prioritizing my interests means doing things that they know. Okay, in this case, I'm female and I'm heterosexual, and because I'm using myself as a case scenario, so I would like to say, okay, if I'm looking for a partner, a male partner, then there are some certain level of criteria that that male partner must meet before I can consider them as my partner. They have to be loving, they have to be compassionate, they have to be caring, okay? I don't really set employment as a basis before I date somebody. That is because some people may not be opportune at a particular moment in time to get the job of the dream job that they aspire, not because they don't have the potentials, but probably it's not your time. Okay, so that is it. So with time, I believe that if people recognize their credibility skills and their potentials, then they will be able to understand the right job that suits them. Okay, so that's it. So that aside, although it's still considered, now the reason why I set those standards are because when you have a caring partner, when you have a partner that is compassionate, they wouldn't want to hurt your emotional feelings. And that is very important for your mental well being progress and your emotional stability. So that is it. You have to ensure that when you're getting into a relationship, you're not getting into a relationship with somebody that will stress you so very much. Because when you're stressed, you're not able to fully comprehend things that you should be able to do. But when you're relaxed, you're now able, you're relaxed. So you are able to, find out things that you can do, apply for jobs, you're settled. There's no stress. So when you're with such a partner, you don't have to worry. So you're more relaxed. You get what I mean? So that is just what I wanted to say. You shouldn't all the time set something that you might have a loving and caring partner, but at that moment in time they might not be in employment. That doesn't mean they are not good as your partner. Okay, so that's what I just want us to understand. Okay, I know some people already know this, but for the people that don't know this, your peace of mind is very important. Some people are too materialistic. They want a partner that will buy this for them, that for them. So you as a person, okay, you as a person, you should be able to be responsible. If you need things, if you need bags, you need shoes, you need clothing, do not put such disturbance on your partner. You should be responsible enough to search within yourself, check for your credibility skills. Right. There is a notification that I'm just receiving, and I had no intention whatsoever to get up from this video due to a certain reason, because I'm wearing shorts. I don't want to, it's so short that I wouldn't want to. So I'm just going to have to this is where it gets funny in our live videos. I'm just going to have to go like this because I'm wearing shorts, you see, and it's just my own, it's just too short. Let me get my, there's something I need to do now. Just hold on a minute. I need to do this before. Okay, that's it. Hopefully it's okay. Right. So while you're setting the criteria, some people set overly too high criterias, and it doesn't do you any good. Because when you've set such a high criteria, then you're not able to understand the people. What I mean is, because usually people interact with different people, and sometimes this oh my goodness, I didn't expect it. So you should set a reasonable criteria. Okay, so when you're getting into a relationship, you should set a reasonable criteria that is very achievable. Don't set an overly high criteria, because when you're doing that, sometimes you're making yourself very vulnerable. So when you're getting into a relationship, these are just my bed socks because sometimes I get cold. I get cold. Sometimes the weather is so cold. So I like to wear my bed socks. So You don't want to set an overly high criteria so that people do not victimize you of your vulnerability. Okay? So you want to ensure that the criteria you're setting is not something that has a foreseeable detrimental effect on you. So you want to set a certain standard criteria that is achievable by your partner. So that is why I said, using myself as a case scenario, I like to set love, care, affection. Okay. That is what I set as a criteria. So if I have things that I love to get, okay, that is why I said prepare. So using myself as a case scenario, okay, if I want to buy a bag, if I want to buy a shoe at the moment, I can afford it because I'm working. Okay. So that is why if I'm looking for a partner, my criteria will be the criteria of love and affection. So wherever you are globally around the world today, what is your criteria when you're trying to, set those standards for your potential partner? So that is it. So don't get to like you want to get this, you want to get that, and you want to put all the burden on your partner. If it was so easy, why didn't you get it for yourself? It's simple, isn't it? So when you're get into a relationship with somebody that adores you, somebody that loves you, yeah, gives you love and affection. Okay? It makes you happy. Honestly, love and affection is what you need because, and another thing, social media now is a good way, okay? Because sometimes they said, pages get monetized and all that. So why not? Why not? So don't just sit there and think maybe because you've tried that job and the job is not working, then oh yes, so now start focusing. Okay, you start thinking your partner can do it all. No, okay, and of course you don't need a partner that will there are also some partners. Now this is where it gets funny and interesting. Okay, there are some partners that look for people that are working. There's nothing wrong. Using myself as a case scenario, I have a job, okay? So if I'm dating somebody that doesn't have a job, there's nothing wrong with that. But where there's a problem, where there will be a problem is if I'm working, my partner is not working, and they're expecting me to give them money from my salary. That's where the problem lies. So, as using myself as a case scenario, obviously, if I'm working, I'm prepared. I know that I have a responsibility. I have a responsibility to look after myself. I also have a responsibility as a caring partner to look after my partner. Okay? It's just simple logic, isn't it? Yeah, that's what caring people do. So, but I should be able to do it voluntarily without my partner like trying to persuade me to do it. Do you get what I mean? So if you have a partner that is not working and you're working and your partner and your partner keeps monitoring your salary, even before you get paid, your partner already knows when you're getting paid. Okay. In my own opinion, that's not a good partner. Okay. There's nothing wrong. Maybe your partner maybe is experiencing some financial difficulty. Maybe they need some assistance. Maybe they want to buy something they need. Okay. There's nothing wrong in them asking you politely. But if your partner is becoming aggressive about it, like if they are polite and say, oh, sweetie, please can you help me with this, like maybe when you get paid, if you can, that's a different case scenario. But if they are telling you, I know you're getting paid on this date, I have this I want to buy, okay, so when you get your salary, remember to give me my own share. As if they worked for it. So you need to identify all these things. If you want to be in a relationship, be in a relationship with somebody that respects you, be in a relationship with somebody that adores you, Be in a relationship with somebody that cares for you. Okay. Be in a relationship with somebody that is responsible. You don't want an irresponsible partner, because an irresponsible partner will not even comprehend when you're making good communication. And if you are in public and somebody tries to embarrass you in front of your irresponsible partner, I'm not saying your partner is irresponsible, I'm just using it as a case scenario. So if somebody has an irresponsible partner, okay, if you're in public and somebody embarrasses you in front of that irresponsible partner, instead of the partner to be responsible, okay, to talk in your interests, okay, to safeguard your interests, they might go along with the embarrassment that the public is giving to you, or the person in the public is giving to you. But if you have a responsible partner, your responsible partner will be able to speak in your defense, and that will enable you to be respected in public. So that is it. So when you're setting criterias on who your potential partner would be or who your partner should be, that is if maybe, some people are opportune to have a lot of, how do they call it? A lot of people like saying, oh, will you date me? If you're opportune, then so that you don't get it wrong. Okay, but anything I say, like I would always say, if you decide to do what I say, you do it at your own discretion. Okay, I'm not compelling you. I'm not telling you must do it. All right. So when you have a partner, you should have a partner that respects you, and yeah, a partner that will be able to ensure that you're not disrespected in public. That's what good responsible partners do. A good responsible partner, if they hear something about you in public that is being said, even though they feel, okay, here's this one, even though they feel sometimes maybe what the person is saying about you seems a bit, you know it just seems strange, they might not really necessarily explain at that moment in time in public. A good responsible partner would wait when you get to your house. That's when you get to their house or the place both of you are going, because sometimes partners have where they go, isn't it? They either go to their house, individual houses, or maybe they stay together. So wherever you're going, okay. If you're going to your living room, or maybe you share a space, I don't know where you're going, but if you're going to the bedroom or wherever both of you decide to go, okay. That's after leaving the social function or whatever. So a responsible partner will now politely, okay, ask you about what they heard in public. But an irresponsible partner will just go with the flow, as some would say. Go with the flow. So if somebody is insulting you or speaking rudely to you in public, they might just agree with them and embarrass you even further. You don't want to be with such a partner, okay? Because that will make you worry too much, stress. So you want to be with a partner that will respect you, and you know if somebody speaks to you rudely in public, they politely tell them, please don't speak to my partner that way, or just something reasonable. Okay, so that's just it. So be with people that respect you and love you. That's it. Okay, don't be with people that don't respect you. And of course, if people know that you're just with them for what they can give you, then they might not respect you. But if your partner generally, sometimes I talk pretty fast. But if your partner knows that you're with them genuinely, you love them, then they would they would also love you, appreciate you, and yeah, love is a beautiful thing. I tell you, love gives you peace of mind, love makes you happy. Okay, just keep being happy. Okay, that's it. And when you're happy, when you're relaxed, you recognize your potentials and credibility skills. All right, so if you would like, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Alice McBlain. lifestyle. I have some videos that you can go watch, okay? So if you're watching this video right now, okay, you may go tell a friend to tell another friend, and that other friend tells the other friend, and then people are aware of the Alice McLean Lifestyle YouTube channel. All right, thank you so much everybody for watching. Remember what I said. This live video, after I complete it or conclude it rather, I think you'd only be able to watch it most likely tomorrow. That's just how it is sometimes, maybe, kind of. I think so. But thank you so much everybody for watching. Thank you. There's something I want to. Oh, it's just. There's something I'm trying to do. I'm just checking something. Checking something. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. All good. Yep. All good. My wet lips. That's why I don't use wet lips on video sometimes. It just, my camera picks almost every detail. Every detail. All right. Checking. Good. All right.